Welcome back to Force Education. This is Zach. Today I'm going to be talking about rocket companies and corporations going with the ticker RKT. I'm going to briefly go through technical analysis, dive into the news, what's expected for the earnings and the next catalyst. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help the channel grow through the algorithms. Subscribe and leave notifications on, and let's jump right into it. So we're going to try to get as much technical analysis as we can briefly. So on a 1 month, 1 day, we get to actually see MACD that seems to be curving negative on downwards. That is a dangerous sign, a really dangerous sign here. Moving averages seem to be a little bit sloppy, doesn't tell us much. ADX also shows in a sloppy movement. Now when we go on towards the million R, we're putting this one at highly oversold, and the unbalanced volume looks like it's actually retrieving towards the negative side. Now on the 1 hour perspective, merely for the next few hours coming, we're looking at the MACD that is doing completely the opposite. Now this went through a Death Star yesterday, and we get to see that the price has decreased substantially from that point. The moving averages looks bearish. ADX is a little bit rough here. It shows in the end of a trend, and that trend might be negative. William percent R sits at a neutral, and the MACD is a little bit sloppy, showing a positive, potential positive reversal. Now, on the moving averages, we're expecting 1953 on the bottom, 2170 in the middle, and 2387, and we're still currently in the bottom band of that. Now going on towards the stochastic fast and slow, we don't have much data on this one yet, but we get to see it's yet to still kind of accumulate. It hasn't accumulated in that zone yet, so stochastic doesn't tell us much at that point. Now coming on towards supports and resistances and trends. This is the last time that I drew the previous time that I actually drew the trend line. It still technically hasn't really broken it yet, so it's currently touching that trend line just ever so slightly. So that's an interesting thing to see. You might actually see it perhaps bounce from here if it's still within this trend line. If it does break this trend line, then we can expect it to see a little bit of lower numbers or breaks through that kind of trend line support. Now, taking a quick look into supports and resistances here, what we get to see is a significant support, of course, at the 2013 cent mark, and then below that we're looking at the $20 mark or 1989, and then 1910, a bottom at 1830, and of course the start at 1750. Although I don't really expect it to reach there. Resistance is currently sitting at 2104. That's a significant one here, and then we're looking above that 2135. 2157, 2202, and the most significant one for me is the $24 mark. It hits that, we can actually start seeing a little bit closer towards the 30s. Now, taking a quick look into the latest news and what is yet to come for this one here, especially coming in through anything that I could find on their website. This is their website here, Rocket Companies. I could not find the latest and updated presentation, so I'm just going to talk through basically the latest news that I can pull up. So first things first, who are they? What are the companies going on? So they have $1 trillion in originated home debt or home loans, 4.9 out of 5 earned by Rocket Mortgages on the App Store, $900 million in marketing spend in 2019, 96% of all e-closing in the US happens with Rocket Mortgages, 17 years of Fortune magazine's 100 best companies to work for, and 90% of our clients would recommend us. So in terms of getting JD Powers, they've received 10 consecutive years from 2010 to 2019 and 7 consecutive years from 2014 to 2020 as both initially as primary mortgage organization and then secondary as primary mortgage servicing. Now taking a quick look into what are their companies. I've gone through in details for each of these ones in my last video, so I'm going to go briefly through each one to basically give a bit more understanding for what this RKT stands for. So first group is home financing. It has Rocket Mortgages, which is a Detroit-based Rocket Mortgage that is the nation's largest mortgage lender, and they closed more than $1 trillion in home loans since inception. Rocket Mortgages became the first fully digital mortgage experience in 2015. And then you got Amrock. Amrock is leading provider in title insurance services, property valuation, and settlement services, facilitating over 444,000 settlement transactions in 2019. And then you got Amrock Title Insurance Company. And this one sets a higher standard for the title insurance. Our experienced team knows that beyond just knowing a title insurance was issued, you want to reliably ally the strengthened initiative protect what matters to you. And then going on towards Nexus Technology. Nexus Technology is a fintech company focused on creating and delivering innovation solutions for smarter lending processes. The company brings increased efficiency and an enhanced client experience to the closing process in its e-closing technologies. And then you got Lendesk. Lendesk is a technology company offering a suite of products to digitize and simplify the Canadian mortgage experience. Secure integration with other industry providers make for a seamless user experience, while robust, bank-grade security measures provide increased peace of mind. And then you got the Edison Financials. Edison is a Windsor, Ontario-based company. It's a digital mortgage from using a Lendesk Spotlight as its lender submission platform. So it's more, you can think about it as a subsidiary of the Lendesk. The company was founded in 2019 with the goal of giving Canadian home buyers a friendly, transparent, convenient mortgage experience. Moving on. The next bracket is home sales and search. Going on to Rocket Homes. Rocket Homes is a proprietary search platform and real estate agent referral network, and it helps match home buyers and sellers with the top-rated agents. Rocket Homes participated in more than 30,000 transactions in 2019. For Sale By Owners.com is a lending online marketplace that empowers clients to buy or sell properties off their own. Now, auto personal financing, you got Rocket Auto, which basically provides a centralized remote car sales support at a national rental and online purchasing platform. Rocket Loans is an online personal loan company. It boasts of client-centric convenience and secure approaches to the personal loan process. And then we go on to the media part. Media, they have Core Digital Media, which is a top digital social media display advertising in mortgage, insurance, education sectors. It's generated more than 6 million clients leads for mortgage and other industries. LowerMyBills.com, it connects clients with providers of home loans, auto loans, and personal loans, as well as auto, home, and life insurance. And then the next bracket, Client Services and Technology Solutions. Rocket Connections is a sales and support platform specializing in contact center services, servicing a wide range of national brands. Its service includes appointment setting, pre-qualifying clients, lead and efficiency consultant, lead generation, reporting, and analytics. Rock Connection leverages technology and data to target effectively connect with clients. And then you got Rock Central. We're almost done here. Rock Central is a professional services company delivering the innovative and effective solution its partner needs to evolve, allowing them to focus on their core business. So it's more of a professional services in general, including legal services, public relations, human resources, accounting, etc. Rocket Innovation Studios. Those are really focused in terms of talents in Ontario and Canada. Founded in 2019 with Windsor Historic Old Fish Market building, the technology incubator supports Rocket Company's growth and the need for technology talent. So it really kind of binds everything together. Now, before going forward, I know this has been a lengthy video. I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to this channel and drop a like as I try to bring you amazing content every day or so. And if you have any feedbacks, make sure you mention down in the comments below as I take them to heart. Now, investor relations here, I was able to find basically a bit more details. For instance, they currently have $124 billion in the first half of 2020 mortgage organizations, $6.4 billion in total revenue. Now, the next big thing that's coming to this one here is their earnings. So they're going to be announcing their third quarter earnings on November 10th. So this is just after the elections, and the week after the elections. So that might be where the market is a little bit choppy and it's a little bit of a dangerous situation to be in. It's going to be happening after market at 4:30 p.m. Now, what's expected from it? Before going to there, they had announced upsizing for pricing of senior notes due to 2029 and 2031. Not significant news much, but now going on towards their previous quarter. And you want to look into their current growth. And I'm zooming here for you. We get to see this is in millions, amounts in millions. Almost 32 billion in quarter 2 in 2019. And then we're looking at where we're currently at. We're almost double, 72 billion. Quarter 1 to quarter 2, we went from 51.8 billion compared to 72 billion. That's a 40% increase from quarter 2 2020 versus quarter 1, and almost more than double, 126% for quarter 2 2020 to the same quarter in 2019. Now, the current adjusted revenue or net income here, you're looking at $3.46 million compared to 97. And last year, they were actually not even in profit. So you can get to see that this one is amazing in terms of giving them profit. It's advancing on. So what we might expect here going on towards quarter 3, especially with some home-owned buyers actually jumping on, especially here as well in Canada, since this also operates in Canada, we've started seeing a little bit of an adjustment in terms of drop of prices of homes, followed by a rebound, very similar to what the market has happened in terms of new home buyers want to get onto opportunities, especially with markets like in Southern Ontario, where real estate is really, really hot. So I do expect that there be probably a continuation to this trend where it still continues to increase, and that shows in a good sign. Now, it's on November 10th. Before moving forward into discussing the earnings, let's take a quick look into the latest news they have. Rocket Mortgage Demo Day awards over $1 million to Detroit entrepreneurs. People Choice voting underway. They're going to be giving out massive grants. So I believe the grant is for $25,000 that ends at 11:59 October 25th. And it basically accumulates in every year. It awards $1 million in funding to 17 companies through grants and interest-free loans. That's quite of an exciting, fun thing to do. I'm not sure how it's going to affect the company itself, but it shows in the morale and the giving for the company. They really focus on their brand. Now, the next thing that is more important is the Rocket Mortgages introducing a new technology platform to empower real estate agents. And so they work on a system called, I believe, Rocket Pro Insights, and it allows agents to adjust their client's approval letter with the client's approval range, an important tool when negotiating offers. Also, if a real estate professional sees a key document isn't needed, the agent can upload it for the client. And so kind of supposed to bring in a seamless transition or a seamless transaction, for the clients between the mortgage brokers to the real estate agent and everything in between. They also have shared the Rocket Mortgage API that enables Mint to create all new seamless experience for users, making mortgage decisions in as few as 8 minutes. So that is also that's also a breakthrough in terms of the company itself, and it shows in the extension of that API. You do expect that it actually starts being used by other different developers to creating different apps to help, as well, especially as enabling Mint to create all new seamless experience. So this kind of sums it up. Now coming on towards earnings, right? November 10th earnings. What do we do? How far is November 10th and where are we at right now? Now, we're almost testing a bottom. We're testing the support that is sitting very close to the 20. We don't want to see it break it. If it breaks it, I'll probably set my stop limit at $18 or $17.90. That's not very much of a massive loss when you're thinking about the amount of dollars, right? And so let's say, what would be the perfect time to enter and perfect time to exit if you want to trade? Investing, this one really sounds solid. This is one of the companies that I think is worth investing in, although it's still an IPO. So we still haven't seen how it operates year per year. We really see what we have on papers and the SEC filings so far, but it hasn't built a history yet. You know, when you go get a mortgage, when you go get funny thing to talk about mortgage, what do they ask you for? They ask you for a credit score. And for my credit score ratings, usually when I think about stocks, I look at the SEC filings. What have they done? What kind of problems they faced, and how did they fix it? They've gone down negative. Did they do an offering? Are they putting their stockholders under the bus? That's all things that I want to focus on. Now, let's take a quick look into, okay, when is the perfect end, or when do I think the stock will rally? Just to be in a short-term spot. Now, in the week of November 7th, I do expect 3 days before things starting to pick up, November 6th or maybe even to November 7th in the morning, you start seeing the high of the stock, and then it starts dipping a little, and with the positive news hopefully comes in, you start seeing a bit of a jump there, and then you might actually see it a little bit sloppy and falling back towards where the market would follow. On a long term, I do think this one here has a lot of potential in the mortgage industry in the future. That's what my thoughts are. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. You have a wonderful day.